Well, hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today I want to try something a little different because I kind of want to talk about Aglaea kit kind of early because I kind of want to see how strong our very first limited remembrance character gonna be. And I was a little curious and I kind of went down this kind of rabbit hole and oh boy, I was like impressed with this character. So today I'm just going to talk about her full kit from her E0 kit, her servant, her Lycon, her Eidolon, and all that stuff. But do know stuff can only be slated to change before the final product comes at 3.0. And I say that does happen, I'll probably just make like a follow-up video to that or like put it in the pinned comment or update it from time to time. Also, I'll be trying something new when I talk about a kit. I'll have a little card that even more dumbed down to what I'm saying so you can understand it better. And do let me know if you like it or you just like it when I just talk about it. And I'm not showing anything, do let me know. No, I'm serious. You better let me know what you guys think about those cards because
You think I'm playing? Yeah, that's alright. It's gonna be alright.
alright, so the obvious thing about Aglaea, she'll be our very first remembrance character that will be introduced in the game, while also having the electric element and the 5-star rarity tacked on her. But then for the whole path of remembrance being this whole new gimmick with servants, like the servant just act like you just having another character in your party essentially. They got it on the field while also attacking, but also they can take damage and can be healed, and they also have their own set of like traces you can level up. But I think to better understand Mr. Mannequin, I think we need to look at Aglaea's talent. Also, FYI, that's not his name, that's just what I'm calling him because I kinda don't want to get hit with a hammer, if you know what I mean.
Hey, you're banned. Have a good night.
Wink wink. So it talks about our good friend Mr. Mannequin, and he has a base speed of 40 and at level 10 shares 66% of Aglaea max HP plus an additional 720 HP. And when Mr. Mannequin on field and Aglaea attacks an enemy, she applies this effect we're gonna call stitching, which is gonna be a very crucial effect for Aglaea, and it can only really be affected by the most recent enemy that apply with the stitching effect. Then you have your base attack, which you will be using a lot of, but right now kind of unremarkable for now, but like your only real source of damage for Aglaea specifically because Aglaea's heal doesn't deal no damage, but instead can heal Mr. Mannequin HP by 50%, and also if Mr. Mannequin not on field, like let's say he takes too much damage, you can re-summon him and he can immediately take action and attack. And once attack is scaling at level 6, what everyone will be having at E0, which will be 110 for blast damage, and adjacents will be like 66% attack. Now let's talk about Aglaea's ultimate, which is actually one of the biggest parts of the kit, and it's honestly one of the most craziest thing ever and one of the most what the hell moments ever. First of all, she has one of the most expensive burst costs in the game, and she doesn't even have 2 ultimate unless it get changed. It's 350 energy. Like that is high, but I'll be honest, when I looked at this burst is honestly pretty powerful though. It's essentially a stance change. And a lot of stuff happen in this stage. For one, every time Aglaea attack, you heal up Mr. Mannequin while you attack. Aglaea basic attack enhanced, such as single target blast, and your skill kind of get locked away, similar to Rapper, where you can only use the basic attack. Understand change how the countdown, and to what that countdown is, it's very similar to someone like Firefly, because you see it in the turn order, it had 100 speed, and once you see that thing come to its turn, that's when Aglaea will be out of that state. But I intentionally left out 2 things, the enhanced basic attack and the main thing, which is like the big selling point of Aglaea's ultimate. She can gain speed stacks from Mr. Mannequin's talent, with each stack increasing her speed by 15%. And also when the ultimate used, Mr. Mannequin get action forward. But anyway, the reason why this is so insane because if we go to Mr. Mannequin talent, well, hey guys, again, this is future me. I made the voice line like 2 days before like V3 came out, and I had no idea V3 came out yesterday, so the kit kinda got updated, and Aglaea got a few small nerfs, a whole new talent, a buff and a nerf to Aglaea Lycon. E2 and E4 got swapped around, so that can be a buff or nerf depending on how you look at it. E6 got reworked, so I'm just gonna replace those old voice lines with these ones. So yeah, if I sound different, yeah, and I know, sorry, Mr. Mannequin, I forgot to wear a dress, my bad, okay? And I noticed you're still here, so why not hit that like button and subscribe to my channel because it'll be pretty pog indeed. The 7 talent give 50 speed when you hit an enemy that apply with stitching, stacking up 6 times, giving us 7, 300 speed. So for Aglaea, taking 15% of that will equate to 45 speed. That's a character you can easily hit like 160 to help, probably pushing past 200 speed thresholds. And this other character you really want a lot of speed on for certain traits, which I'll get to in the traits section of the video, but let me finish it. So Aglaea will have the speed buff until the end of the duration of the stand change, but also in that duration, all her attack from the enhanced basic attack will last up to that duration. And the enhanced basic attack is essentially a joint attack between Aglaea and Mr. Mannequin. With basically identical multiplier between Aglaea and Mr. Mannequin, both have the scaling of 160 lightning damage and 56% of their own attack. And then you have Aglaea technique. When you use it, Mr. Mannequin will attack the enemy immediately when entering battle. And the final talent is whenever Mr. Mannequin disappears, Aglaea gets 20 energy back. And that's all the talent. Now we can talk about her traces. The first trace is Aglaea and Mr. Mannequin can get attack buff based on 720% of Aglaea's speed and 360% of Mr. Mannequin's speed when you're in Aglaea ultimate in that stupid state. For Mr. Mannequin, that's gonna be piss easy because you kind of already at that when you fully stack up Mr. Mannequin. Aglaea will be a pretty challenging one to get, but she'll be pretty speedy, so she can at least get a little benefit from that. The next passive is if Mr. Mannequin disappears, he can retain 1 stack of his speed buff from a talent, and when you summon him back, he will retain the speed corresponding to that 1 stack, so off rip when you resummon him, you'll have over 100 speed. And lastly, for the final trace, the third trace is interesting, but it kind of nothing in the end game. Essentially, if Aglaea recharges under 50%, her energy recharge at the start of battle will go up to 50%. And the overall, that's pretty good, but in MOC, Pure Fiction, or popped up the Trick Shadow, that kind of nothing because you already start off at 50 energy, so this one kind of whatever. And yeah, that was Aglaea E0 get, I'll be honest, she really does seem pretty interesting, especially with that ultimate. The 350 ultimate core kind of seemed very daunting, so like Ho main will really rejoice because that's a healer that can also give recharge. And a lot of people are just gonna pair she up with Sunday because for recharge, she can ban Aglaea and Mr. Mannequin forward. The last boss can legit be a flex between anyone. A lot of people are just gonna pair she up with Robin because Robin pretty good, especially with even more turns you give Aglaea. Or you can probably experiment with someone like Hanya after for the speed buffs when she comes out, and it's like the rumor true how they're gonna handle banners, like how Stanley's gonna handle it in 1.4. I'm definitely gonna go for her over the Hertha because for one, this character seems very visually pleasing and the playstyle very fun to me. And I'm also will be going for Lycon because Aglaea vertical investment is also very high because her Lycon is 12 free speed off rip, and whenever the wearer or their pets attack an enemy, they get 9% crit damage, stacking up to 6 times, which equates to 54 crit damage. And if you get all 6 of the crit damage stacked, your basic attack damage can increase by 9%. So overall, really powerful for someone like Aglaea. And her islands are very powerful too. E1 is when Aglaea or the servant take an action, they can ignore 14% of the enemy defense, stacking up to 3 times. And either one can trigger the E1. E2. Any enemy that get affected by the touching effect, which is the speed buff effect, enemy take 8% more damage. And when Aglaea or the servant attack, Aglaea can regenerate 20 energy back, so really good for crippling 350 burst cost. E3 is actually interesting for once because it's skill, basic attack, and the member sprite talent. E3 the ultimate talent and mannequin skill, so overall pretty interesting. But then E4 speed boost from mannequin talent get increased by 1. But the interesting thing is after Aglaea uses an attack, Mr. Mannequin can gain speed buff effect from his talent. Oh wait, doesn't Mr. Mannequin wear a dress? Oh.
failure. Hiya.
Okay, that is the fact that I've made myself look dumb. Essentially, that makes it much easier to stack up the speed buff more faster, essentially. And lastly, for the E6, when Aglaea in an ultimate in their joint attack, they gain 20% lightning penetration, and if Aglaea or the 7 speed between 160 to 40 of 320, the joint attack will be increased by 10%, 30% and 60%. That's really strong because the 7 can just reach that free threshold for you, so you can get that 60% for free basically. And not all Aglaea Eidolons. I'll definitely say get the Lycone, then go for Eidolon, especially if you already have like Sunday E1 already, but realistically, both like Aglaea E1 or Lycone, pretty good option. I'm going for the Lycone me personally, but yeah, that's Aglaea full kit, and I'm definitely going for she. But what you guys think what I say? You agree with me? Disagree with me? Let me know down below. And also, I forgot to do a sub plug, so if you made this far, you probably did enjoy the video. I made this far, so want to hit the subscribe button because I do make similar content of this and I really appreciate it. But anyway, thanks for watching. I do appreciate you for sure. And don't forget to hit the like button, and I'll be leaving my Discord server down in the pinned comments, so come by. I'd love to see you there. Well, with all that said, take care, love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.